This exercise is best done with your eyes closed. To start, we are going to ground ourselves with our feet. I want you to focus on the physical sensations in your left foot. Are you wearing anything over your foot? Can you feel that? If you aren't wearing anything, can you feel the air around your foot? What is holding your left foot? Is it the floor? Your leg? Can you feel individual toes? Or maybe can you feel the inside of your foot? And if you find yourself distracted, just notice that you're noticing and that you're thinking about something else, and then reground yourself into the sensations in your left foot. Great. Now, let's switch. I would like you to do the same thing, but now I would like you to focus on your right foot. Can you feel its heaviness? Can you feel that certain parts of your foot may be warmer or colder? And same as before, if you find yourself distracted, notice that and allow yourself to refocus on your right foot. I would like you to broaden your attention now to try and feel both feet at the same time. See if you can notice them simultaneously, as if your attention is a camera that is panning out. And same as before, if you find yourself distracted, ground yourself back into your feet. Now, I would like you to think of something that has been emotionally difficult for you for some time, where there is self-criticism, self-judgment, or painful memories. I would like you to cup your hands in front of you as if you were holding a delicate flower. And I want you to lay your hands down in this position or in your lap. I want you to try and imagine that you can reach inside your body and that you can hold on to this intimate difficulty that you had just brought up into your mind's eye. I want you to bring it out and place it delicately into your cupped hands. And with your eyes closed, notice it sitting there. This issue of yours doesn't need to look like anything. It doesn't need a shape or a color. I just want you to notice and recognize that that deeply personal part of you is sitting there in your cupped hands. And now, I want you to try and shift this noticing part of yourself outwards, so that this noticing part of you is now looking at you and at this something in your hands. See if you can see yourself with the clothes you're wearing now, your posture, and just take some time to notice that. I'm going to ask you some questions that I would like you to try not to answer. I just want you to sit with these questions and let them be there in your mind. Is this a whole person? Is this a valid person? Do I like this person? Do I love this person? Does this person belong? And just sit with those questions without answering. And now, as you continue noticing yourself, I want you to take that noticing part of yourself and I want you to distance yourself even further so that you can see yourself as a smaller part of a bigger room or a bigger house or a bigger neighborhood. Make sure you don't go too far so that you can still see yourself clearly. I want you to notice at this distance this thing held in your cupped hands. I want you to notice that other people may be also around you in this room or house or neighborhood. Notice that they may also be sitting there with something that's painful, that's difficult, that persists even to this day in their own hands. And now, as you look at yourself from this angle, I want you to consider these questions without answering them. Just let them sit there, like a piece of candy that you aren't chewing, but letting melt inside of your mouth. seeing this person as part of a larger group, as part of a bigger frame, surrounded by other people with their own hands cupped, holding on to their own personal difficulties. I want you to ask yourself, without answering, what do you feel? What do you think of that person called you? Is this a whole person? Is this a valid person? Do you like this person? Do you love this person? Does this person belong? Now, I want you to act as if you're realizing that this is actually a memory, that it's been 10 years from this moment, and that in those 10 years, your life has unfolded in profound and amazing ways. And that right now, you're remembering what it felt like to have that deep, intimate issue cupped delicately between your hands. I want you to imagine that you can pass a note back across the years about how to be with yourself, to guide, to liberate, and to empower yourself to be with what lies in your hands. What would you say to yourself? Consider the questions that I had asked. Is there any advice that you could give yourself to help you and this part of you in your hands? I want you to take that note, and I want you to imagine that it's sitting in your pocket. And now, I would like you to enter back into the present moment, back into this room, and I want you to take that noticing part of yourself and walk right in front of yourself. And as you look at yourself, ask, is this person a whole person? A valid person? Does this person belong? And when you are ready, I want you to allow that noticing part of yourself to fall back into your body, to ground yourself in this moment, all the way into noticing the sensations in your feet. Recognize that you're this human being with this issue in your hands, whatever it may be. But remember also that there is a note in your pocket that you carried from your wiser future. And remember that note. See if there's anything on it that's relevant to today, to this issue, to this moment. Finally, I would like you to take this part of yourself, held so delicately between your hands, and I want you to put it back where you had found it, deep within yourself, for there is nowhere else it can go. It will be with you, if at least in the form of a memory, and it will always be with you in some way or another, for it is a part of you and your experience. But see if now, with a sense of whatever new wisdom you have written in your pocket, if you can internally bring this part of you inside yourself in a new way. And when you have done that, I would like you to picture yourself back inside of this room that you find yourself in. And when you are ready to enter back to that space, just open your eyes.